Hello and welcome back to another Blues video. Today we've got a bit of a roundup of the transfer activity. Do not adjust your sets, there has been transfer activity at Birmingham City. Also we're looking into some rumours as well as the preview to the Derby game, which is going to be a huge game all round for various reasons. It's sold out, it's going to be a great day. Make sure you watch the vlog. Before we get into today's video though, here's a quick word from our sponsors. So our sponsors today are the League of 72 YouTube channel. So League of 72 is a newly launched channel by Sky Bet EFL. League of 72 creates weekly EFL content covering the whole 72 from Bournemouth to Barrow. They're still a fairly new channel and have only been around since August, but they're hoping to grow and build a community of highly engaged EFL fans over the next few months. So if you do want to check them out, the link is down in the description below. James Alcott features a lot on the channel and he knows his stuff, let's put it that way. So if you want to check them out, the link is down in the description. You can go and subscribe to them there. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. So first of all, Bowyer has come out saying he wants to sign one more player if he can, and he's looking at another centre-back, which is interesting. Obviously, we've shipped off Harley Dean, we've brought in Tiden Mengi, but we want one more, and I think that's probably, it's probably a good idea considering the bad luck we've had this season with injuries. I just think he wants a little bit of cover. However, from Richard Wilford's tweet here, it looks like someone may have to leave before that can be done. The question is who's going to leave. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be anyone that's really involved in the matchday squad, but I haven't got a clue. Talking of outgoings, Keandra Simmons looks like he's on his way to Helsingør for a loan. I mean, it sounds like a wonderful place. Denmark sounds like a great country. Grass, windmills, the lot. I mean, I'd like to give it a visit, to be honest, and if I ever do, maybe I can see Keandra Simmons in action. But all in all, I do think it would be good for him to get a loan move. He's got a lot of potential, it seems, but not quite ready for the first team squad. I always find it weird when they go to these sort of teams. I don't know a lot about the Danish First Division, but I'd always look to try and get them to like League 1. If possible, or even League 2, just for the physicality. But maybe the Danish League is a physical one, who knows. But all in all, if you're looking at our transfer action, I think our team's looking a lot less thin than it did towards the end of last year. We were getting really worried. We had a lot of players on the way out. Obviously, Sanderson went. He's now gone to QPR, annoyingly. We've had Chong get injured in October. We've had Deeney getting injured recently. We've had a lot of injury worries and it all seemed to come at once, but we're looking like we're getting into a better position now. We're looking a bit more stable. And I must say, the 5 signings we've made in January have been good ones. They look really good. You've got Taylor Richards as well. We've signed him and he's been injured and now he's got COVID. But when he comes back in a couple of weeks, he could be a real addition to our midfield. But speaking of, we're going to go a bit more into our new signings. So we'll talk a little bit about Juninho Bacuna. I'm really happy with this one. I really thought when I saw this signing and when I heard Bacuna, I thought it was going to be the one that played at Villa. Sort of aging a little bit, not very good at the minute, but this guy looks the real deal. I mean, we've all looked at clips of players on YouTube, haven't we? And he looks good. I mean, to be fair, you could even get a collection of me and make me look half decent at six-a-side, which I'm definitely not. But I'm excited to see what he can bring to the team. I think he just adds a different dynamic to us. He's skillful, and we all love a bit of that. And I think he can pass a ball, which basically most of our midfielders can't. So if he can pass a ball 5 yards, I'll be very happy. As you can see, my standards are fairly low. They're quite low, and I think that's just part of being a Blues fan. But altogether, if you look at our squad on paper, admittedly a lot of it is loan signings, but we've got a pretty decent squad now. We're getting there, and I think we could have a good second half of the season.
Second half of the season, we're doing a title charge.
Yeah! So Bacuna's 24 years old. He was playing quite well for Huddersfield. Rangers signed him only in the summer. He had 6 months, didn't really have much of a chance, if I'm honest. And he's already gone on a permanent move to us. So it looks like Rangers have just gone, no, we don't really like the look of him, he doesn't fit, and moved him on, which I guess is the right thing to do sometimes. So fair play to Rangers, and we will take that up and see it as an opportunity to hopefully develop him. And he's played well in the Championship before, so let's see if he can do that for us. So I thought I'd have a look at what other people had to say. So I had a little look on Twitter, and Phil, York's spotter, which I imagine he was a Huddersfield fan, says that's if Bacuna doesn't go missing. He's absolutely full of potential. When he's on his game, he's unplayable, but that's when the good Bacuna turns up, which is about 30% of the time if you're lucky. Scored the best own goal ever for my lot. I need to dig that out somewhere because I haven't seen it. Hopefully he doesn't continue to do that. Again, it's one of these. I think I don't know, you see it with quite a few like of these skillful players, they just don't always show up. So I guess that's one of my worries with Bacuna, but we're going to have to see. I think Bowyer might be the right type of manager to get the most out of him. I don't think he's going to accept him not giving his all. So in my opinion, I feel like it could go one way or the other. Like he sort of heeds the advice of Bowyer and puts everything in, or it goes the complete opposite way and it's like a Harley Dean situation. So who knows? Speaking of which, Harley Dean has made the move to Sheffield Wednesday, so we've got him off the books. I don't think he was impressed with Bowyer's words, but harsh as they may be, I feel like there might be some truth to them. But all in all, it wasn't working here for him, so I do wish him the best and hope he has a good rest of his career. In terms of Bacuna, though, we've had another one, Scottish guy called Brian Dunlop. Never got much of a chance up here, mate. Oh, that was Northern Irish. I can't even do a Northern Irish accent. Hold on. Never got much of a chance up here, mate. Actually quite surprised he's away, as he was okay the times he came on. Just couldn't give him enough game time. That was not Scottish, that was Northern Irish. I'm leaving that in. Make your own mind up about that. Let me know what you thought. But yeah, we'll have to see. I definitely think it gives us a good option in Bacuna, because I mean, if you've been looking at our bench across December, it's been full of kids. So even if it's just someone we can bring off the bench to add a little bit of excitement, to give us a bit of that attacking dynamic, it could be really good for us. I think one of our major struggles has been converting defence to attack, especially since losing Chong and McGree. We've not really had anyone to do that. It's been really difficult, and it took us playing like 3 left wingers to get the equalising goal against Peterborough. I'm hoping it can give us, that little bit of sprinkle of attacking flair in the midfield. So I'm excited to see him. I hope he plays against Derby. I'll get him straight in there, mate. I would. So he made 12 appearances for Rangers with only 3 starts. So didn't really have time to make an impact. 1 goal and 1 assist. So yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot there to really go with. I guess the manager didn't really think he was good enough. But he has played in the Europa League, which is good news for our 3-year plan. So he'll have experience when we clearly are aiming for that. But when I looked at his Huddersfield stats, it was much better in the Championship. 5 goals, 4 assists, and he played pretty much every game of Huddersfield's 20-21 campaign. So yeah, I'm just hoping the Championship is the right sort of league for him. Next up, we're going to go on to our next signing, which is Lyle Taylor. This is one I was a bit conflicted about at first. I was a bit disillusioned by it, if I'm honest. But he's a striker. He gives us another option. He's a bit of a shit house, isn't he, really? So I think he could be a good one for us. The fact he's on loan for 6 months, I think it's just good. It covers us for Deeney. Deeney's going to be out for another a few weeks or so, and it just gives us someone in there who's a striker. Is an improvement on Anike for a bit. He knows how to take a penalty, he knows how to wind up the opposition, and I think he could do okay for us. The one thing is, he did well at Charlton under Lee Bowyer, so I think you can see why Lee's gone for him. Lee tends to go for sort of former Charlton players or current Charlton players. Seems to be a bit of a pattern there, maybe because that's the only number he's got in his phone book. I'm not sure. Like, if you're looking at Forest, this season he's had 19 appearances with 3 goals. Season before that, he's had 42 appearances with 5 goals. But you go to Charlton, Championship, 22 appearances, 11 goals. Now that's the sort of form we want to get back from Lyle Taylor. You could say he was like looking for that new contract. Obviously, there was that whole situation with his contract. Might have had a little falling out with Bowyer, but seems like they've all made up now. Got that contract, went to Forest, didn't really do anything. So did he take his foot off the gas? Was the style of play just different? Not sure, but hopefully he can give us a little bit of something. And personally, I'd give him a go instead of Duke. I think Duke isn't currently deserving a starting place in the squad, if I'm honest. So I think against Derby, I'd go for it. I'd stick him in there. Him and Hogan, or Hogan up top on his own, but I think it would be good for him to work off him. So looking at the Twitter reaction, Daniel Green has said he can score. Don't downplay him just yet, Brummy fans. He's not been prolific for us, but he's a good lad, knows how to wind up an opposition too. Nottingham Forest followed up saying he can't. Contrasting opinions there, but some hope to be got from that. Next up, we got Mark Fox Music, who said, you've got a good one with Lyle. He's been known to turn results around from out of nowhere for us. Watch Bristol v Forest highlights. And he's like a big brother to younger players. Nick says, give him the opportunity, he'll fight like Rocky. And I think that's the type of mentality, that's the type of player we want to have at our club, even if it's just for a 6-month period. So all in all, happy with that business. I really can't complain, and we've strengthened our squad a little bit. That's all we can do. Let's go on to the Derby preview. The game is sold out everywhere. Obviously, there was the whole thing about this game could be the last game that Derby ever played, just because of the situation they're in, which is absolutely crazy to think about, but it's true. But they've had a little bit of an extension. I don't know what's going on. I hope they can save their club, but I think all round it's going to just be the whole situation in general is just fans wanting a club and wanting some hope. It'll be interesting to see how it goes on the day. On the pitch though, Derby's form is so good. Like, they've done so well considering, you know, the lack of transfer activity and the limitations that they've had put on them. They've done so well. Rooney's done an incredible job. They've won 3 of the last 6 games and they're currently in playoff form. So I know we're in the table, they're like second bottom, but they've had 21 points deducted, so it doesn't matter on the pitch, does it? On the pitch, we're going to be playing a team that should be in and around like mid-table sort of area. So you look at our form, 19th in the form table. Blues have only won 1 of their last 6. We've been fairly disappointing. Defence has been poor, and we've struggled to score goals. Struggle to create chances really, let alone score goals. That's the thing that we really need to address, and that's why I think some of these new signings are going to come straight in. I wouldn't be surprised if Bacuna and Lyle Taylor both start against Derby, although I don't think Bowyer is that type of manager to make such a bold move, if I'm honest. I just think the fact that Derby could survive or even in contention for survival, they're 8 points off, is incredible. I think it's absolutely incredible. So hopefully we can, you know, get all 3 points because we desperately need them. But fair play, hats off to Derby there. Tom Lawrence is Derby's top scorer with 8 goals so far this season, and they've got no real injury worries. Christian Bielik looks like he's on his way back. He's in contention for the game as well. Obviously, former Blues loanee, so that one could be interesting. Blues, however, we've still got quite a lot of injuries. We've got Chong, Deeney, Richards and Sanchez all out. If I'm honest, I don't think I'm ever going to see Sanchez play football in real life, which is a crying shame. But yes, we've still got those injuries on the cards, but we have got a bit of a bigger squad now, so that's a positive. Blues beat Derby 2-0 at home early this season. The last time we got the double over Derby was in the 2006-07 season, where we both got promoted. I don't think that's going to happen this season. The one thing about Derby as well is they've got quite a solid defence. They've got 10 clean sheets in 27 games and they concede under 1 goal per game. And that's why, especially with Blues' strike force at the minute, I don't think we're going to score more than 1 goal. I think we'll be lucky to score 1 goal, and I think if we are it's going to be through Scott Hogan, the absolute bagsman, Scott Hogan. So, you know, he's on a good run of form at the minute, 3 goals in his last 4. We know he's a streaky player, but he's full of confidence at the minute and he's deadly. So all I'm saying is please give him the opportunity to put the ball in the back of the net. He's an absolute poacher and people are scared of him at the minute. I'd be scared of him, and I love it. I love it when he scores. He scored in the reverse fixture as well when he did this celebration. I don't know what that is. Is he eating his dinner? I don't know. But hopefully he's putting him away against Derby. My prediction is going to be a 1-1 with Hogan scoring for Blues. I don't know who scores for Derby. Probably an own goal. Pedersen own goal or something like that. But that is it. That is all from me. I can't wait to get down to another away day. It feels like it's been a while. Couldn't attend the last game because I was a bit ill and I had my car broken into. But we move. We're back on it. So I can't wait. I'm probably going to be at the Navigation Inn. I think that's the one we usually go to. If you do see me, you want to get in the vlog, do let me know and we'll get your predictions and thoughts on that. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the vlog. See you later.
Woo!